This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go. 180! Come on. You better bring it. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz rolling to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in. Give me my best power running play with my best back right now. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Ram. Check 43. Watch the ship. Go. Watch the ship.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. William Jackson with a pass over right there at the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Pushes him over. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now Gordon on 1st down. They find some open field here. That one 28 yards on the ground.
For a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again. I want to get into the end zone.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 50 cheers in life. Watch that go.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 2nd and 1. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Lady. Sunday.
Check 50. Check 50.
Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Wentz. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. as his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And he's got room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Stop here, D. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 9, check 9.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Here's Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. from midfield. Here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Jackson. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now Wentz again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
98 to Mike. Hey, here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Taken in at the 22. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
30.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
it's a gain of a yard.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Check the call.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he cuts it back right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted...
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? If you're, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 10-yard